What's going on YouTube? It's Pelfrey. And I know I've talked about this thing before, but the radions need some cleaning. So let's take a look at it. It's loud, so headphone users, cover your ears. Probably not best practice to do this over your tank, but I just cleaned the radions not very long ago. We just painted the cabinets in our kitchen, so I just feel confident enough that it's going to get the layer of dust off from our sanding, and that's that. So, electric duster. Just like that, folks. Now we're in the lab. We got some LRS Reef Frenzy. I really need to check the LFS out, see if they have some more of this stuff. If not, I'm gonna have to order online and pay a ridiculous amount of shipping. This come from Reef Keeper. Well, not this particular bottle, but he loves this Benepet stuff, and I've been using it for a while. I don't measure it out. I just kind of pick and dump it in there. That looks pretty good. What I'll also do is I'll add some Silicon to the situation here. I used to use Reefroids, but I don't anymore because phosphate issues. This stuff raises phosphates like no other. Now, if you're gonna use Reefroids, I suggest that you actually measure it out with like a tiny, tiny spoon or something, because this stuff will definitely raise your phosphates. So we got LRS Reef Frenzy, and we got some Benepets. I'm going to put some Silicon in there. You know, this stuff right here might be a placebo effect, but I've used it for a long time. I'm going to continue using Silicon. I'm almost out. I got to give it a shake before I drop it in there. Basically, what I'm going to do here is, let's see if I can do it one-handed or not. We're going to draw some. Yeah, it looks good. I missed. Oh man. Blooper. Just wasted some. There we go. So we're gonna add that. And then I'm gonna clean up the top of the dryer before I really get in trouble. I'm in the garage now, and yes, I have some Live Aquaria Professional Reef Salt. Now, pretty much, you know, it says used by the Live Aquaria Coral Farm and Aquatic Life Facility, but the only reason that I have this stuff is because they were running a special on it, and then I could apply a 15% discount to it. So I got a 55-pound box, which is like 250 gallons or so, for like $36 shipped to my door. And from some of the feedback I've heard, this is the same stuff as Fritz. Now, I don't know, I can't confirm that just yet, but I do have Fritz salt still in a bucket. It's gonna be a while before I use this salt right here, but I do have some Fritz salt in a bucket, and I do plan to test it after I make a fresh batch of water. And then I'm gonna make a fresh batch of this salt from Live Aquaria and compare the two so we can get a better understanding of what it is. But yeah, if you aren't aware, Live Aquaria runs these sales pretty often, and I just happened to be on Reef to Reef. Somebody said, grab some salt now, and this 55-pound, whatever it is, I don't know how many bags are in there because it's been sitting there for a couple days now, and I just really don't need to open it, and I really don't care at this point. But $36 for this, I'm not complaining whatsoever. The tank is doing well overall. It's being fed well. I've got the magic concoction up here. I need to stir it up a little bit. I got the radions on the whites. But yeah, the tank's doing well overall. If I get rid of the tank, I'm definitely going to redo the rock structure. If I keep the tank, I'm definitely going to redo the rock structure, and that PP15 has got to go. It's on the lowest setting. Excuse the kids in the background, but it's on the lowest setting and it is still way too much. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for power heads just yet, but I wanna take a look down here. And I just sent Murphy's Aquatics a healthy portion of this Battlecorals Chaetomorpha. And on Instagram, Chris Corals has asked for some Chaetomorpha, so I do plan to ship him some. The coralline algae has still grown like crazy, so I do need I still do need some type of way to clean acrylic. I don't have an acrylic scraper by any means, and I don't want to scratch it up and make it just ridiculous. So if you have any acrylic scraper ideas or suggestions, please leave them my way. So I do use the Tunze strong care magnet, which is right here. I leave it out of the water now that it's covered in coralline algae. But I am gonna sell some of the Chaetomorpha. Now basically I'm asking for shipping plus a little bit of money, but it's not substantial. But ask Pat Murphy at Murphy's Aquatics, and ask him to show you the amount that he got, which, you know, no favorites given, but he is my buddy and he is my boy, so he got a healthy portion. And you know, by the time you do shipping, which for him it was like next day, but I'm gonna wrap it up the best that I can. But I definitely need to clean this chamber out some, so I paid like $60 or $70 for this Chaetomorpha shipped to me, and it's definitely overcome the chamber and this light that's dusty at the moment that I need to clean. It's definitely, you know, for 30 bucks, I promise you can't beat this light right here. I mean, it's growing coralline algae all around the sump. So yeah, if you're interested in Chaetomorpha, let me know. And that'll wrap up another video here on youtube.com/Pelfrey. Now with that said, check me out on Instagram at Pelfrey's Reef. Check out the website at pelfrey.net. And I do appreciate you following along as always. And I'll catch you on the next one.